Welcome, lovelies, to Let's Play Code Vein, the trial version, because I'm poor and can't afford the full version. Didn't realize that there was a sale, like, the week that the game actually released, which was odd, but anyway. We shall sit in silence. Well, probably not. I'm probably going to talk and react about this. I, of course, am XelionGraves, blabbity-blabbity intro thing. I have been playing this son of a gun just endlessly. It is anime Dark Souls? Pretty much the best comparison that I can make. Ugh. Oh no, a child is running through the city of Akira. Hello, Ryusen. Welcome to the show. Nani? Just insert random Japanese thing. Well done, you! And a 2-for-1 sale. But like I said, I have been playing this game, this trial version of the game, for almost a week now, I think. And I've done everything I can in the trial. But I keep coming back to it because the gameplay is so good. Now, of course, I have only a slight idea of what's actually going on. Our character is a immortal, effectively vampire, though daylight does not affect us in the least, or if it does, they don't say anything about it. Now, Dark Souls has a very minimalistic style of storytelling. There's the opening cutscene, maybe a second cutscene somewhere along the lines, but for the most part, you'll be finding out the details of the world around you by looking at the world around you, and just minimalistic storytelling, little item descriptions and such. This game, I hear in the full version, they're fully on board with lengthy cutscenes that have all manner of stories throughout them. So it'll be a very different take on it. And we each get these, what do they call it? Blood veils, they call them. Basically, extra outfits that act as armor and special weapons that fuel our superpowers. It's awesome. Alright. Now, let's do. Come on, come on. In we go. Offline and new game. On this, just to prepare, I made Zell, pre-made Zell, so I can just select him real fast. Same thing that I did for Dark Souls as well. Just save a created character and just stuff it in a file somewhere. Easy to get it back.
Think back. Search your memory for an image of yourself.
Aha. I think I shall recall my name first. Hey, we're still alive. Holy crap. Alright. I am Prince Xelion. And my code name cannot allow spaces in it, so I'm just gonna... Hi, buddy. Hello. You good boy. Lay down. Come on, down you go. You silly. What's that? Aw, there you go. He just bonked against my arm. Alright, now, XelionGraves, all one word, with the G capitalized, so you know. Alright, we will be a figment of imagination. Oh, good lord, this is helpful. I can't see my options. That's fine. Oh, there they are. Now, just real quick, basic appearance. They have a lot of options in here. The character creator literally is one of the best I have found in a long time. Aside from Second Life, where you just pick and choose, stick and glue whatever pieces you want to recreate your perfect character. I, however, have this. Not quite fully finalized, of course. There are a few details that I don't like, but whatever. Markings on the face are his teeth, and the feathers, which quite clearly are feathers, are the closest thing I could get to his tentacles. But that works. Alright, now, let us away.
Yeah,
Boink.
that's what you look like. Now,
Oh,
we can finally meet.
I gotta turn down my volume. I have a volume at level 20. It's usually good enough for me to enjoy, but it may be kind of loud. And you know how that sound works. The TV cuts in through the camera microphone, and then it's just terrible. Hello!
We finally meet. Are you clear-headed? You will now be reborn.
Actually, now I can't hear.
Creature, the Revenant. There are things you will need to know in your new life, so listen well. Each Revenant has a different power coursing through their veins, called a blood code. The best way to learn about
Blood
it is to try
code,
it for
eh?
yourself.
Yes, of course. So, this tutorial goes on for what felt like an hour, and I hate it, and we're not going to do it. Any questions of the class will be regarded to me, and I shall regale you with tales of wonder and fortune and misfortune and horrifying nightmares and stuff. Anyway, little blood code thing there is basically our character class. We can select fighter, ranger, and caster, just to start out with. Caster does spells and stuff. The ranger has a lot of agility, and the fighter fights. Obviously.
But you are different. The blood code you once held was broken and has vanished. That has left you with infinite possibilities. Since you are the only one who can do this,
You're not
your
getting
blood
any
is
louder
the
the closer I
only
get to you.
teacher you have.
Oh, my memory! Oh, it's coming back! Oh no!
Now, awaken.
Okey-dokey.
World.
We saved the world. Alright, let me just find Link and the, whoever else was involved in that, The Legend of Awesome. Anyway. Back you go, little buddy. Back you go. Over. You stayed? Wesker. Oh, you're adorable. But yes, we can switch between character classes, but cool thing about this game, we can take the skills from other classes and use it on ours. Mix and match, as long as we have the stats for it.
Welcome back.
Heidi-hoo! Hang on, you're still kind of blurry.
Hello. How are you feeling?
Yep, that's about what she looked like before. Ah, now she's in clarity. Hello. I love you too, buddy. No worries, I'll be able to save the world so long as I got you with me. Oh. Let me scoot you forward. The world is in desolation after the thing happened. What was the thing? I don't know.
It's okay. I don't remember either.
Memory is a bit lacking, I guess, here. Wait! Maybe it's like Dark City, and my memories were actually taken, but instead of being replaced with a new set of memories, I was lost and forgotten, and that's why we have amnesia. Keep an eye out for the strangers. They're everywhere. They can warp reality to their whim. They can... There's never gonna be a Dark City video game, but I can dream!
It's dry, isn't it?
That would be cool, though. Play as the main character, John... Was it John Murdoch or Jack Murdoch in Dark City? I think it was John. Yeah, whatever. If you haven't seen Dark City, by the way, stop watching this and find it and watch it. It's amazing. It was The Matrix before The Matrix. Seriously, watch it shot for shot. It's almost a direct ripoff. The Matrix is almost a direct ripoff of Dark City. And it's all about dreams, false memories, and a secret organization that's controlling everything. Literally pulling cities up out of the ground to remake things and figure out just what makes us human. I gotta watch that movie again. I haven't seen it in a long time, but it's one of my favorites. It's up there with Big Trouble in Little China and the Mario Bros. Movie. Oh, I love it.
There is a spring that will cure that thirst. One that weeps tears of blood.
Everybody's thirsty. You're incredibly thirsty. Well, that's why I have this.
That's what they said, anyway.
Wait, that's what who said? No, wait a minute. Who said what? Huh? Oh, my ulcer. Ah, no.
It's all right.
The bloodthirst. I feel it. Hey. I did not give a consensual agreement to having you bite my arm. By the way, how's the taste of fake leather taste? I mean, she bit through my gauntlet. Kitty wants the screen time, yes. What are you doing? Silly goof. He's biting the tip of his tail and grooming it. He's just like...
So, it is you.
Silly goofball. They're probably incredibly sharp teeth. Just separate the fabric and just...
Here. This is for you.
What is it? Pomegranate? No, pomegranates aren't shaped like that. Pear? No. Blood beads, I think they call them. Basically, it's like we all have this bloodthirst in us. And if we give in to it, bad things can happen.
A new spring and a fresh source of labor. We really hit the jackpot.
Get
up. It's time for a bit of fun.
But yeah, the blood beads are a nice, healthy alternative to devouring humanity. Wherever humanity is. The only characters I've ever actually seen in this game, so far, seeing it's the trial version, is revenants, like us.
You're awake then? Whoa.
Oi!
Keep it down. Your friend just fell asleep.
Oh, sorry. don't mind if I just... I wish I had a sneak option. Like, just over the top the mask style, and just... sneak over here, grab ourselves a gas mask.
Time to work. Check your gear and come up.
Goodness. We'll be up there in a second. It's hard to see because I glow so much, but got myself a nice little gas mask. Where is the guy? Yeah, here he is. I only saw this guy because of a video. I think he was doing a review of this game, but this guy. Hats off to the voice actor of whoever was made to make these noises.
Damn it.
You need a hand there?
What are you staring at?
Oh, sorry. There is a kitten on my windowsill outside. Alright, now that we got that out of the way, there's just... What did they tell them? Just, your motivation is you really, really want to get to the center of that Tootsie Pop. Also, before climbing all the way to the top, when you slide down the ladder, you slide down one side. Show me any other game that actually animates like that. That is nice. Anyway, we could talk to the people down below of what's what here, what's happened before. But all I can tell you is it's something about the Queen. The Queen, whoever did something, and the end result was all these spires of devastation over there in the destroyed city, and the effectively what remains after the ending of Alone in the Dark, 2000...
This one's dry. The miasma's
Eight?
pretty thick.
I don't know, the
Damn
one
it.
on PS3.
We're running out of time before the next collection. Everything's ready. Right. I'm on my way. All dried up. Just like the others.
Yeah, all dried up. So there's no sense in searching with the miasma like this. Let's...
Hey, that was uncalled for.
You know what these are, right?
Yeah, blood beads. You stick them up your butt.
Yes, very good. Now I want you to search for blood beads in the tunnels ahead of here. You see, it's only a short time before the collectors come to take our levy. But once they do, I'm afraid we won't have any blood beads to give them. If we don't find some, Silva's hounds will strip the shirts right off our backs.
Not Silva.
Well, that's the
No
long
idea
and
who
short
that
of
is.
it.
Why does it have to be us?
Don't ask me. The stupid levy system was Silva's idea. If you have a complaint, I suggest you take it up with him.
Funny thing with that idea, though.
Get to work.
That idea of the levies on blood beads being enforced and these enforcers enacting
There's a
it.
better time and place. For now, we just have to obey.
Right.
Next.
Wait for our chance.
Well,
While we're digging around for blood
You
beads, we
wait
can
here
probably
with
find
us.
ourselves some nice little weapons.
you can have this one back when you return. In exchange for any blood beads you find, of course.
Oh, I'll find you some blood
And I
beads.
hear the hunter has been showing up around here lately. So make sure you don't all get killed.
Right. Because we may be technically immortal, but we're a class 6 immortal, which
You
is a
heard him.
parasitic immortal.
Move it!
Hey, don't kick my ass. I am the one who kicks the asses
Hey, you
around
okay?
here. Yeah, I'm fine.
Looks like we can't get back up from here. We'll have to
I mean,
look
we
for
only
another
fell
way back.
about a bajillion feet.
Oh,
I'm sure we're
Oliver
fine.
Collins, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Oh, hello. Shake your hand. So yes, we're a Class 6 Immortal, which is a parasitic Immortal. We have what they call the Boar Parasite, I think? It's like, you implant it in the dead, and they come back to life, and they can only be killed completely by stabbing them in the heart. Effectively a vampire, but the way they describe it in this, it's a Class 6 Immortal.
A dead lost. I've never seen one before.
Yoink!
I say dead, but they're not really dead. It's just a dormant state before they turn into real monsters. Or so I've heard. Sometimes it takes years for the transformation to start, so we can just leave them.
You kidding me, though? They just... Now, hold up. Physical decomposition takes effect, and the body deteriorates more and more and more. If they're going to change into the Lost, which we'll see some of them all over the place pretty soon, but if decomposition is setting in, and the body's deteriorating, fading away, and then the transition happens where they turn into the Lost, they would be nothing but skeletal remains, and we will be fighting skeletons, and I'm cool with that, but there's some things that you have to acknowledge first. This is science. We have to accept it. Okay, moving on.
Did you just see movement?
Oh, hi there. Whatcha? I'm gonna stab your butt. Oh! Like Freddy Krueger on steroids. Alrighty. So, this little outfit thing that I got on, this body armor that really ruins the lines of my suit, but it comes equipped with Hoocha! Hang on. There we go. Now you can see it. The claw, rather. This is fast, vampiric, and awesome, but not really my forte. Nice. Oh, this pipe sucks!
Will that come in handy?
I know the perfect alternative, though. Literally a cinder block. It's even got the stripe. I think I just ripped this out of something from somewhere down here. Just like, this looks useful. I could use that. It's like in Castlevania, the Sorrow games. Area of Sorrow, Dawn of Sorrow. Dawn of Sorrow I don't know as well, but I do know that in Area of Sorrow, there was a Excalibur. The Excalibur sword. But it was the sword in the stone. Only the difference is, it was the sword and the stone. The whole boulder. Because Dracula, or, excuse me, Soma, is not King Arthur. So he does not have the strength to pull the sword out of the stone, so he just takes the whole stone with it. I always found that hilarious. Whack, whack. Thanks, Ollie. His sledgehammer is definitely a lot better than my little dinky stick. Well, at least it's not a stick, it's actually a iron bar of some sort. Heavy axe. I'll take it. Nice alternative to the... Oh, man, there's really no good place to put my face in this game. That kind of sucks. Because over here, we have detailed item descriptions and such. Over there, or, well, I'm mirrored, so over on that side, we've got the mini-map. Down in the corner, we've got health, and the other corner, my items. Or abilities. Ah, well. This'll have to do.
Which
Yes,
way do
yes, thank
think
you.
is better?
Oh, goodness, my eyes itch. Hang on. Ah. Little excess sand in my eye that I didn't get earlier. Blah, blah. Alright, that's cute. Oh, hi. Whoosh. Ow! That didn't work at all. I was trying to get behind him. Yeah. There we go.
You see that too?
Lost broadsword already. Usually I don't get this till much later. But Pipe of Thraldom. Simple weapon that consists of a metal pipe with a drain function. Which makes it sound like you stab it into the person, their blood drains through the pipe, and then you drink it out of the tip of it. But no. Instead, it just allows us to use our drain. Which I don't really like the name of. I think it should be like our super or something, but whatever. The little ammo count in the corner there is how many special abilities we can use, and our drain replenishes it. Wait, we came from... Yeah, we're going this way. Hidey-hoo, you! Now we're making an impact. It's a nifty thing, too. Now my dodge roll is a regular dodge roll, as opposed to being that cool zip through time type thing. Hello! Get out of here. Another lost broadsword.
Wow. What's that doing
I've also heard that the followers that we have, just like Dragon's Dogma, harpy, hop harpy, harpy, harp harpy, harpy, goblin. That legit happened to me one time on there. But following suit, the Dragon's Dogma came out with the ability to mute the follower voice commenting on everything. And apparently the October update for this game is going to have the same sort of deal. Now, I don't know if it's already out there. If it was like October of... Well, actually, the game only came out like a couple weeks ago, so... Ignore me! Anyway, Oh, right. Lost where I was there for a second. Anyway, they're putting in an option to mute the follower characters, because they do comment on just about everything.
That wasn't very convincing, was it? These
Nah, you're fine, buddy.
Hard to breathe in them. How are you doing?
Ah.
That girl, she's your friend,
All right.
right?
Yoink.
We should find some blood beads and go back there
Whoop.
quick.
Geisha noodles. Is that like a brand thing?
go for
Like
it.
in Final Fantasy 15? I always laughed at the whole cup of noodles thing that Gladio would always do. Then I realized that's an actual real-life brand, and the entire game was trying to sell me noodles. I don't care if they're tasty. You don't do that. Now I thought... maybe not. We're here? There's an easy-to-miss item somewhere in here. Maybe it's a further tunnel. Get out of here, Ditto! Imagine if the Pokemon Ditto actually looked like that, though. Oh, dear. Oh, what's this? Only if I do the kicking. How do I kick my own ass? Oh, you'll see. Just wait till I get through here. I will make mistakes. Whoa! Hello! Just like I almost did right there. I have ways of kicking my own ass. All the ass is mine for the kicking. Ah, yeah! There you are. Antique coin. Which I'm guessing in this timeline is like a quarter. I think we're on Earth. I'm not sure where. Though I've been wrong about that stuff before. And the, one thing I should mention, the animation and art style of this game apparently is heavily inspired by the God Eater series, which I had... My only experience with God Eater is trying a demo of God Eater 3, and kinda enjoying it, but not really? So... I don't know if I should get into the series itself. I think it's on Netflix. I'll have to double check. Aha! And we have returned to whence we came. But that matters not, because I have found a jacket. Boink. Now, quick thing about these jackets. One, this is frickin' awesome. I now have the power of the darkness in wolf form. Roar, roar. That's a bit better for me. One thing we should do, though, is rest at that little mistletoe. well, they call it missile. I don't know if that's an actual plant or if it's just their name for what they didn't want to call bonfires. And we shall level up to level 2! And I cannot thank this game enough. Dark Souls, of course, you have to select all your stats individually, and it allows for nice customization. You can select your stuff as you want, make your character the way you want him. But I always feel like, should I put a point in this? Am I wasting this point? Should I have put it in this instead? And with this, you just level up. That's all you need to do. But here's where the nitty-gritty is. As a fighter, I have access to these abilities. The Triple Annihilator, which does not work with the weapon I have, unfortunately. But I can get... well, actually, I can't get anything yet. But I can get extra abilities that help us out. And these abilities. And these abilities.
What's the matter?
What's the matter? I'm looking at stuff. Give me a sec. Alright, now. Bruh. Excuse me. Also, a thing about the blood veil I just equipped here, this jacket. You probably noticed that it changed just about all of my stats. I think before, let's see, the Queenslayer claw doesn't really change by all that much, but gives you different defenses and the drain attack power. All good things. Now,
Nice landing. Is there something
thanks.
good in there?
I fell 10 feet. The Queenslayer Greatsword, which I'm going to... oh, I forgot I had my axe there. I'm actually going to use the axe instead. Ah, what a beauty. I'm not an axe guy, but this is the closest thing I can find to a scythe, so it works. I actually favor the broadsword more than anything, but...
we're at a disadvantage here.
we're at a disadvantage? Dude, watch. Hiya! Drain him of blood. A glug 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 glug. Yoink.
Great.
Ooh, I lost Bardach, actually. Bardich. Is it Bardich? Have I been saying it wrong all this time? Probably have. Actually, I'm going to use the Lost Bayonet. This thing is kind of nice.
Cramped.
Just look at the blade on that thing. But not just a bayonet, also a rifle. Hey, dude, your hammer is in my way. I'm trying to look at things. It's got a nice little thwack to it. Probably make good use out of it. Alright.
Oh, didn't they pass us earlier?
Who? Oh, yeah. They were shoved down
Are you
here
okay?
before we got
Did you
here.
get hurt?
Look out, Oliver! He's gonna lightly miss your mask and yet still hit you. Good thing I equipped this thing. I have extra reach.
That could have gone better.
Your mask is smoking, buddy.
I'll catch up with you in a bit. Don't worry about me. I'll be all right. Go on. You just focus on finding some blood beads, all right? That girl is waiting for you.
Yeah, Oliver, you're right. Oh, God, my coat's like... Alright. You stay safe here, buddy. Try not to breathe as much. So, right, there's this thing, the miasma, the evil cloud that permeates the land here, and that's why we all have to wear gas masks. It, from what I gather, accelerates bloodthirst or something? Alright, that's cool. Let's switch out now. The Bard Itch. The Itch of the Bard. Yeah. Eventually I figured out how the hell to say this weapon's name. Thankfully these guys cannot hear walking. Ha! Got your butt! Rip and tear. Fall before me. Thank you. Alright, now. Whatcha? Always slay boxes, because you never know when a box enemy is going to appear randomly. Power up our weapon here. Hooah! Oh, also, I should show off. Let's use this to demonstrate. This one has 2 attacks. Just a vertical and a horizontal. But, you roll forward. Hooah! We got a nice quick slash. Roll back. Got this sort of stab thing. And a double stab, if you hold L or R1 and press square, he does that. Same thing, R1 and triangle, is this uppercut attack. Very handy in certain circumstances. Ooh, a dagger. Oh, gee, hi, how you doing? You can also block in the game. I don't do it much, but it does definitely have its uses. And blocking does block a considerable amount of damage. So, I just gotta get it around my... Ah, darn. I saw that treasure chest there. Whoa! Ouch, kabibble! I was pointing at a thing! How dare you! Get out of here. Alright, let's Dark Souls our way backward for a bit here, and change our class to Ranger, just so I can show this off real quick, because, come on, who doesn't love Nightcrawler teleportation? I effectively am a blood mage, and this is so cool. Excuse me. But now, caster mode, because with caster we get access to that thing! Whatever the hell that is. Blood missile. Does it actually say? Bloodshot. Close enough. Alright, now, let's wiggle our way down here. Hidey-hoo! I must... Oh. Oh, come on! Oof! Well, now I can show off a thing, at least. Maybe. Nope, 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 I'm gonna die. No worries. Body evaporates and just reforms moments later. But, in classic Dark Souls style, we just run back up and we can get our stuff back. The only thing we actually lose is our experience points, and they only actually go away if we fail to catch them a second time. Or rather, fail to get them back once we're back. Ah, Awake Juice. That's for powering up, or unlocking abilities, I think. Might be used for powering up weapons, I can't remember. Yeah. Howdy-hoo! Oh! He's definitely got the advantage here. Using a spear in a bad death drop hallway bridge cliff thing. You know, all those things combined at the same time. Ow! I'm getting a thing! Hooah! Get out of here! Alright, now, that little bar above my stamina meter here is the focus meter. And that grows if you take damage or dodge enemy attacks. And once it fills, eventually I'll be able to show off, maybe, you'll be able to use that in place of your stamina, your regular stamina, so you can just let loose with all sorts of acrobatic maneuvers or combo attacks. But in addition, if you're really lucky, like I was not earlier, while that meter is going blue and you're focused, you can do an uppercut, launch the enemy into the air, and stab at them with your special parry maneuver thingamajig. Always rewarding and always satisfying. Excusez-moi. I should go this way. There is a path here that branches off, and I'm hoping in the main game there's a lot more of these. but it branches off into separate paths that meet back up in the middle. Good night, sweet prince, as I tear apart your ligaments. I should heal, just to be on the safe side. Again, like Dark Souls, I do a lot of comparing to Dark Souls, simply due to gameplay mechanics and how well they mesh together. But the healing item we have here, regeneration. Right now we can only carry 3 of them. We do get more, but they're few and far between. I think you can only get a maximum of 10 in the main game, 5 in the trial here. Which definitely puts a damper on things, but that's okay. Gotcha. Hurrah! I think I probably should call these guys Rip and Tear, just because Doom. Anyway, let's see what we got here. Doink. Regen Inducer. That thing is useful. Basically, it's a free potion that you can use aside from your regeneration, but it does not regenerate itself. Well, hi! Oh, goodness. You know what? For you guys, I should use this. Oh no, I'm been poisoned! Okay, guys. You are not going to be the death of me. Get out of here. I think I'm not proficient with this. You can tell because my roll is a little slower. I think that's all it really affects, though. There we go. Delightful. I have no idea what most of this does, but I'm sure it's fine. A badoink. Hi! Didn't actually know you were there. He has a bit of a patrol thing that he does. That was just luck right there. A ding-dong. Get. I know, before fighting anybody else, take out the ranged people. Ooh, there we go. Out of way. What? Thought for sure that last hit would have killed him. Alright. Whatcha? What I really need is the strength up ability of my fighter class. I'll get that eventually. Doink. Lost bayonet. Delightful. We have like 50 of those. If we have one, we have 50, effectively. Local pennant? Does it say Camp Crystal Lake? I would love that. Alright. Now we can rest here for a brief moment. Now, let's see. Oh, I do have a health boost. Bump up my health right now. Alright, that's all of those, though. That's okay. As for these, I do have access to adrenaline. Okay, let's put that on square. That'll do. Oh, we're not proficient in... Ah, bloody hell. How do I... Oh, square. Right. Yeah, we'll figure it out as we go. Now, let's level up while we're here, and then I'll use that regen inducer enhancer thingamajig. Not the regen inducer. What is this thing called? Where's my items? You have nice new items. Regen extension factor. There we go. So it's basically 2 items. There's that one that increases the number of times we can use our heal, and there's another one that increases how much healing it actually gives us, which at higher levels of health is a godsend. Now, let's try and take on this red glowy Magoo. Hello? I am going to Shoostify you. Come on, then. No. You cannot stop me. Many have tried, many have succeeded, but I keep coming back, and that's the difference. Oh! I didn't actually know that. Taking out that guy, maybe because he was red, maybe because he was the last enemy of this area, not sure. I think because he had that red glow on him, it maps out this area of the map. Delightful. Now let's pop this bad boy open and get one of my favorite abilities. The Queen Slayer Thorn. And drops our dex down to E. Ugh, that's annoying, but it's okay. Why? Because it's a trench coat. You know me, you know I love trench coats. Now, another cool thing about this, our special ability. Whatcha! We got ourselves a scorpion tail. Check this thing out. Oh, it's beautiful. Love it so much. Not my actual favorite, though. My favorite, I don't actually remember where I got it, but it's definitely not in this area. Let's see. Rest of the missile? Let's at least try to acquire something. Maybe I can inherit some gifts here. Unlock? No? I think all the basic abilities are 560. Can I get this, though? You can max out the proficiency with it. Hey, we actually can! Because of the Awake MJ018, we have 4 of them. We need 3. And we have almost double the haze that we need. Sweet! Shifting Hollow. Mastered. So now, we can back out of that, and over here, use the basic ability of the Ranger on the caster. Delightful. Alright, now, let's see. I don't actually have any other abilities of the caster available to me, do we? Bloodshot, Adrenaline. Required stats B, which is red, so we can't use that. Restorative. No, we're good to go. Eventually we'll gain more powerful stuff, but that comes later. Hello, my friend.
Are you a fellow explorer? It appears you're alone. I'm on my own at the moment, too. I was hoping for a partner for the path ahead. What do you say?
Well, it just so happens so am I.
Working together, at least until we're through here. Don't worry, I'm not gonna stab you in the back. The miasma and the Lost here are enough trouble as it is.
That's the truth. Although it is a little weird that you start off with, "Hi, I'm trustworthy. I'm not gonna stab you in the back." Makes me think that perhaps there's another character in this game that does the same thing, but actually does stab you in the back. I've heard of that character. I'm deliberately not looking up anything, like, truth be told, I've seen music videos, a ton of music videos about this game, and so, minor spoilers going on, but anything in context, I have never seen. I just know that we get some partner who does betray us for some inexplicable reason that I do not know because I'm preventing myself from seeing that knowledge. Alright, let's go together, my friend.
I'm glad to work with you.
Glad to work with you, too. There's also about 11 minutes on my timer. You know what? I'm going to stop that. That was mostly just a thing for me to see what was going on.
Glad to be with you.
This trial isn't actually that long. Well, unless you treat it the way I do. The funny thing is, I tried looking up what the maximum level is in this game. Some people said it's 100. Some people say they've gone past 100. So, a definitive answer is lacking, and because of that, and my tenacity to discover what the maximum level is in anything that I play, I will find it. I think on my main file, I'm like level 84, 85. Something like that. Woo! Look at the mini-map light up. Thank you, my friend. We spotted all of the enemies. And then a stab. Downsy daisy. Easy though. Come on back. We're not going in there just yet, buddy. I really like that feature too. How our partner will avoid getting into combat until we do. Just so if we're trying to be stealthy, he can actually allow us to do so. Ow! The hell was that? Oh! Oh goodness, he hit through the floor in the... That works. Ooh, nope. Always end up rolling too late. Ah! I'm too close to the wall! Go away! Awesome. Nicely done. We also have a gesture system. I think it's... No, let me heal first. Oh, I did adjust it. Delightful. Normally, I think almost all the controls on this can be changed, thankfully. But normally, the emote system, the gestures, are relegated to clicking the left stick in twice. Why that's a thing? I don't know. That is weird. So I actually adjusted it so that it's the touchpad. Still have to press it twice for no discernible reason, but now we have access to our gestures. We don't really have very many right now, but we'll get more. I forget where, but I think they're a progression thing or sold in shops, something. How did that not hit you? Get out of here. Alright, now, we have done thing, brain, compute. Okay, this way. Upsy days. Alrighty. Hello. Got ourselves another lucky bonsai tree, or whatever the hell these things are. Blood tree? Blood-starved tree? Blood-starved. The blood-starved beast. Wasn't that a Bloodborne thing? I think that was one of the enemies. Been a while since I played that. That's also another fun comparison with this. Because of the mechanics, it's honestly a lot closer to Bloodborne than Dark Souls. Hooray! We have seeds! Awesome. But I'm not gonna shove that up my bum-bum, no matter how much Rick from Rick and Morty tells me to.
That really
I spent a good night just looking up memes of this game. There are quite a few, and they're hilarious. The one I've mentioned there is just Rick and Morty, one of the episodes, one of the first episodes, I think. I forget what he found, but it's some seed thing that they had to smuggle back from one dimension to another, and... That's the worst. I have 855 experience points. I need 897. Hang on, I have an item. Here we go. Just use a bunch of those. And of course, it's not experience points, it's haze. You know, not souls. So many things that just... They have to come up with a clever way of saying it and an in-story, in-house explanation for what they are and why they are. I love that they do that, but at the same time, can't you just call it XP?
It's open.
Alright, let's see what we got. Ooh, Queenslayer Blade. Oddly enough, I actually don't like this as much as I like the Lost Broadsword. Well, I would absolutely love the broadsword if I could frickin' find one, but I don't think the demo actually has it. However, gotta admit, this blade has some charm. And, not only is it faster, it has a better combo than my 1-2 punch. There we go. Ding-a-dong! Funny thing, too, is because the abilities and weapons are so changed... that doesn't make sense. Because the weapons are so diverse and their combos change from weapon to weapon, it's actually quite recommended to switch back and forth and really figure out the weapons for yourself. One may do more damage and be faster, but maybe it doesn't have the attack swing that you'd like. Or maybe it's faster, but does less damage. And so, it's really up to you to figure out which weapon works for you. And I like that. That's nice. With Dark Souls, it was definitely much more a case of find the most powerful weapon and use only that. Which is fun in its own way, but kind of got tiresome after a bit. Now, mind you, I'm biting my own advice with that, using this weapon all the time, but this is the trial version. I don't have access to all the weapons, and this is my favorite so far. Who knows? I may find one in the main game whenever I can afford it. I hope they do another sale on it. This was delightful. Or rather, not delightful, because I missed said sale. But, anyway, you know what I mean. Ow! Yeah! Get him, stranger dude!
This lake was formed from a hole created by a thorn of judgment.
That's so! Those thorny things, they just punched up from the ground and made this?
Don't lose your footing.
Yeah, good advice. Yeah. Wait a second. I can't move across that dead body. I can move across this one, but not this one. And this isn't an enemy. That's weird. Anyway, moving on. I remember you guys. Come on then, I'm not gonna fight you over there. Hooah! Getcha! Take you down. Take you down. And I'm gonna fight you on the ground. Take that, Ditto! Honestly, it looks less like Ditto and more like the, what's his name? Ultros? The purple octopus thing from Final Fantasy. Excuse me? Alright. At least we're lucky that these things didn't use tentacle slap on us. That may take this in an interesting direction. We're already anime enough as is here. We don't need to go full hentai. Doink! What do I do there? Am I like... Do I cut my hand with, like, my fingernails? That sort of thing? And then drip the blood down? Because... as weird as it sounds, that is, like, incredible. Like, being able to do that, one, not flinch, and two, do it successfully enough so that you actually have enough to bleed and drip onto something. That's, like, fingernails digging into flesh isn't really going to cut that deep. Your nails aren't that long, dude. Or maybe in this they are. Ding dong! We're back to the surface. Ah! That was one of those enforcer dudes. Oliver! Whoa! Uh-oh. Methinks Oliver's gone bad.
Once someone is lost, they can never come back. Cast aside your doubt.
Alright then. Bring it on, Oliver. I'm gonna have to lay the smackdown on you. You were a good friend. I'm sorry that I have to do this. He's given in to his bloodlust. Ooh-ah. Hey, get back here. Did that do anything? Oh, it damaged him a little bit. That's workable. I didn't see his health gauge go down at all. Now, fun fact. The backstabs are delightfully powerful. But they only work on standard enemies and mini-bosses, not full bosses. And poor Oliver Collins here, he's a boss. That was a sweet fireball there. That. Oh no, out of the way. Oof. Ouch, Kabibble. You be careful there, stranger. I heal up here. Ah. You've turned into a giant pig monster. You're effectively Ganon right now. Ow. Yeah. Ha. That didn't do anything for getting a critical strike in, but definitely stunned him. I have to remember that. Well, remember, attack his ass for maximum damage. Oh, thank you. Oh, no! One more shot should do it. Oh, I missed. Gotcha. The Juggernaut Sledgehammer. Heavy, big, slow. That's all you really need to know about that hammer. Excuse me, lady. You okay?
She's all right. By the way, both of you.
Nice finger ring things.
There are no exceptions.
Oh yeah, I wanted to say a thing about that.
Best to stay away from those stones. Anyone who
Stay away from
them is
those.
defiled, transformed into the lost. Don't listen to their whispers.
Someone has to be sacrificed. Without blood beads, we won't make it.
It's Oliver's memories.
Once she's settled down, let's get out of here.
Right. But yeah, I just wanted to make a little side note here and mention the whole levy idea of collecting, sending us revenants out to collect blood beads to give to the higher-ups and whatnot, and enforcers coming to collect it. I know it has echoing themes of many other things, but to me, it honestly feels like the classic story in the martial arts movies that I watch. Martial arts is kind of a stretch. The Zatoichi, the Blind Samurai. I watch a ton of those, as many chances as I can possibly get. I love those movies. But it's set in that time, I think it was the Edo period of feudal Japan, and that was one of the biggest things going on. The shogunate would send out levies of gold or food or whatever, and the people would have to pay it in as a tax to the enforcers, the samurai or ronin that would show up and collect. So, just that idea alone kind of enhances the experience for me, even though it clearly has nothing to do with this.
I'll keep watch. Go and see if she's all right.
Alright. Are you alright? Oh, I thought I was talking to her. I selected
Wait,
pick up.
What are you...
Well, here we go. Ow!
Swallow you up!
Oh, that
It's
hurts.
all right. You can do it.
It hurts so bad. Actually, honestly, it doesn't hurt at all, because that's my right hand, and my right hand is mechanical, so but we'll work with it. My servos! My gears! No! My pistons!
What the hell?
Honestly, Zell's arm does come fully equipped with touch sensory receptors, so yeah, it would work. Ah, jeez, the very corner of my eye itches. Oh, it's so annoying. Ah, there we go. Welcome to the end of time. I shall be your guide. Shadow.
Keep them just this once.
Oh, what's
You
his
won't make it
name?
if you take them.
All revenants must
The old guy from Chrono Trigger when you first arrive at the end of time. I can't remember his name. I think it was just referred to as the old man until the end of the game when you actually figure out who he is.
Daddy! Mommy!
Someone has to be sacrificed.
Ooh, that doesn't sound good.
Without blood beads, we won't make it.
Technically true, though.
The few humans that remain are under Silver's control. Wandering revenants like us, forced to hunt for blood beads, or face death. Even if some revenants must be sacrificed for our survival.
Right. Sacrifice the revenants so that you can get the blood beads from the revenants that are now gone.
Right? Well, that's all right. What's important is that at least one of us makes it.
Even moments before the end, he knew he was going to turn into one of the lost, but he was still doing everything he could just to ensure that at least one of us makes it. That's nice. That's cool. Good on you, Oliver. You are a good man. I shall use your blood crystal spiky dew to good use.
This is a memory echo. It's a place where lost recollections still wander.
Kind of figured that.
Let's move on. If you use that stairway, I believe it should take us back to the world outside this memory.
Da. No problem. It definitely looks like a stairway to heaven. Now, if only we can get some badass music to go along with it.
Is this the past of one of the lost? No. There's no way.
No way. Why not? There is no sky, there is no ground, and the ground that we do walk on is being gingerly applied via Gorilla Glue, I can only imagine, and the power of Magneto, thrown together so that we can get through this, and it's being lit by fairy lights. I mean, what's so hard to accept? Alright, moving on. Oh, God! Daylight! I just start disintegrating. Oh, missile. Properly named blood bead sprouts. Missile can purify miasma when activated, but I don't think it's going to ward off Psy. The laughing mistress of blood from Fatal Frame is just... there's no stopping her.
What the hell was that?
It was a thing!
It was a memory, carved into that vestige by the one who left it behind.
I didn't expect that I'd get dragged into it, too.
Honestly, that was a little weird. Why were you two in my...
We both
like, with me?
melted into you.
I
Juicy.
can't believe this. What a power.
What a world! What a world!
Come with me. I know a spot where we can rest. I'm Louis. I'm researching blood beads.
Hello, Louis.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure. I'm XelionGraves, Lord of Nightmares and Prince of the Ministry of Chaos. Howdy do. Berserker Vestige Core! Yeah! I rarely use this at all, but I love it anyway. I think it comes with, well, it's high, as it says, high strength and endurance, low Ichor stock, can be offset with heavy armor. That one actually confuses me, because you I guess with the blood veils it's technically armor? But whatever. Low Ichor, I should say this, because it doesn't actually explicitly tell you. As we were fighting, we have an Ichor, I keep saying Ichor, mana, spell slots, that sort of thing. You have a limited amount of that. And there's 20, I think, that is like the baseline. And if you have 20, or let's say you have 0 out of 20, you can go up to an enemy, slash, and get 3 points out of 20. But if you do your parries, or use the special ability thing that comes out of your back, with me, the scorpion tail thing...
Ugly, isn't it?
That bumps up your maximum. So you could have 30, 40
the Red Mist
even.
Showed up a short time after the Queen was defeated.
I think 40 is the actual maximum.
And when it did,
but if you rest...
it trapped everyone and everything inside, giving birth to the Society of Revenants ruled by Silva.
But yeah, if you rest the missile, it goes back down to 20.
Passed, that was the name people gave to the world inside. The creatures trapped inside the miasma wander in a never-ending cycle of death and rebirth. Always searching for blood beads to sustain them.
Excuse me.
Revenants need to have blood. Without it, they turn into those creatures we call the Lost.
So there's a whiskey company.
You were desperately searching for blood, terrified of losing themselves. It's a common fate these days.
Always have a spare mask.
But ripples are beginning to form. You cleared the miasma and revitalized the blood spring.
Oh, we did clear the miasma. That explains why he was able to take off his mask, no problem.
You've forgotten? Anything you do remember?
No. I mean, we technically were born, like...
Losing so much of your memory. I suppose it was the same for
an hour ago?
For now, just take it easy. Make yourself at home.
Oh dear. The belch heard through the apartments. Whoopsie. Alright, we are back. And my coattail is having issues. There we go. So, now we have access to this place. And I must show off the most inopportune location for a bathtub in the world. Also, no toilet. I mean, maybe that's somewhere else. Maybe it's out there. I don't know. I've looked this place up and down. As far as I can tell, there's no toilet. But, anyway, let's see what we has. Oh, go over there. The Berserker class. Bum, bum, bum. Let's go ahead and use that. Let's see, we can't use this. But I think we're still fine with that, so that's okay. Health boost and weapon drain. Do we have any other passives? Nope. Alright, cool. Fantastic. Now, what am I doing here? Gotta talk to the girl, I think. Hello.
It's warm here, isn't it?
Yeah, nice and
Everyone
toasty.
wants to know more about me, but I don't know the answer to any of their questions.
Hey, buddy.
All I can remember is that my name is Io, and that my place is by your side. My name... I have no idea what it means.
Io? Io? I mean, it's the name of a moon, which in itself was named after a, I think was named after a Greek goddess that was transformed into a cow? Or a bovine of some sort. I think by Zeus. And if he was transformed by Zeus, then Zeus probably did some things to her. So, probably best not to get into that one. Zeus! Ah, hell. All the gods. They got into some stuff. Let me just say that.
I'm not sure. It was simply decided.
One of my more favorite types
One
of
does what must be
mythologies.
done.
An entire pantheon of gods
That
that's
is my
just as
mission.
flawed and decrepit
stay
as
innocent.
mankind itself. Just more powerful versions. Those bandages?
I was wounded while I was searching for you. I am not a very capable fighter.
Well, if you're a revenant like me, so if you're wounded, just slap some green juice on it and you'll be fine. Anyway, we talked to you.
The ability to draw strength from experiencing memories, and the power to revitalize blood springs. Both unprecedented. Sorry, but could I get a sample of your blood? We might understand more if we analyzed it. It won't be
I'm
much,
actually more than
just a
happy to
small
do just
vial,
that.
So you
Sure.
don't need to worry about bloodthirst. It'll take a while to get the results. Take it easy in the room back there while you wait.
Alright. I wonder if that's a thing, too. If we, through combat, we take a lot of damage, we get, all our blood taken out of us due to ensuing wounds. I wonder if that would actually enhance our in-character bloodthirst and cause us to go from revenant to ravenous in, moments. That's probably how it works. I don't know, but I like my headcanon going on here.
I've done what I can to look into your
All right.
talents, and I've confirmed
What
something
you got?
surprising. Revenants have blood types that differ from those of humans. These types greatly affect a Revenant's abilities. However, your blood has no specific type. Or maybe more accurately, your type is broken. Your abilities,
Broken?
and the fact that you have no specific type, might be due to your being what we call a void type. You were able to gain another Revenant's power through a vestige, right? That phenomenon is unique to void types.
Awesome. So I'm vampire with a blood type O. Oh, my hip just popped. Oh, that felt good. Oh, been needing to happen all day. With minimal effort. Oh, I love that too. Just echoes throughout the hallway of this place. What is this place anyway? Is this a church? Some kind of... Definitely looks like some kind of cathedral. But it's got a jukebox instead of a organ. Question. How do you get a car in here? I don't doubt your abilities as a technician, but I kind of doubt you built this thing from scratch. It looks fresh. It's a car. Anyway.
Supposing you are a void type, there's a test I'd like to perform. Don't worry, you'll get something out of it.
Ooh.
I'm going to give you some of my blood.
Prizes?
My theory is correct. It should act as a medium and give my power to you. Well, here goes.
Here goes nothing. Ugh. I guess on a side note, here goes mutton. Oh, here we go. Prometheus. Code owner, Louis. Well balanced for combat, but fragile. I don't know about that. I haven't really had much issue with this. Prometheus is actually my favorite one to use so far. Its gifts bolster dodging and parrying. Yay! Alright.
Did you go visit Murasame and Coco? They should be ready to do business now.
Oh, right.
Weapons and blood veils are vital parts of a Revenant's kit when exploring. You should take another look at them. If you've got materials,
Careful.
upgrade and
You're gonna
transform
knock my
them.
phone over.
Once you've got that settled, talk to me again, and we'll continue where we left off.
Right. Ready? Give me just a moment. Hello.
You're an unfamiliar face. Has Louis stuck his head into another pot of trouble? Well, it's none of my business, really. Anyway, I'm Coco, a merchant by trade. Stop
Hello,
by
Coco.
if you need anything.
But of course. Unfortunately, I don't need anything. Hello.
Nice to meet you. If Louis brought you here, there must be some reason, right? I'm Rin Murasame. I provide the back home support for all the explorers here. It's a pleasure. I've got
Delight
my
to
own
meet ya.
reasons for why I can't go into combat with you.
Hey, no,
but
no,
I'll
no, no.
provide your weaponry and maintain it for you. Anyway, relax and make yourself at home.
Will do. I'll make myself right at home. Look at these glorious weapons. And right there, right in front of me, is the not great sword, the broadsword that I actually want. Double-edged, long blade. Oh, that's just... If it was solid, if the blade itself was solid black, it would look exactly like my blade arm. Oh. Oh, I salivate at the thought. But unfortunately, I can't actually get that in this trial, which sucks. But whatever. And of course, there's more weapons than what's shown there. But let's see what we got here. Hey. Thanks for playing. In the face of certain death, we rise. With Kitty. That awesome symbol in the background. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. But now, we should come back to where we were. Oh, right. Go to PlayStation Store? No, I don't have the funds to get this, unfortunately. Maybe one day. Hopefully one day. Guaranteed, I'm going to try. There we go. You've completed the main story of the trial version. Following content is exclusive to this version. Please enjoy. We can switch our partner out. We can try out the trial version blood codes. There's, I think, 3 more that we gain access to. Aww. And a high difficulty depths map, which I'm guessing the depths is the equivalent of Chalice dungeon runs in Bloodborne. We have Thoth. Strikes a fine balance between melee and a variety of useful gifts. And Asset. Specialize in ranged combat by overpowering enemies with various Ichor attacks. What they don't tell you, those attacks are electric in nature. I can release my true storm elemental form. Anyway, enough out of that. We've got access to the Den of Darkness and the other thing of darkness. We just talk to this guy and we'll be able to go into those. But this... Well, before I do my send-off thing, I do want to say one thing before I forget. Again, the whole blood bead concept. The way it looks and the concept behind it, it's a blood bead, you drink the blood from it, and it slakes your bloodthirst, all that. There's this whiskey company, I forget which, but they released what effectively looked like the whole Tide Pod scandal thing, only it's whiskey that you pop in your mouth, a little package thing is like this big, you pop in your mouth, bite down, and all the whiskey goes into your mouth, and the the actors they have for that. Oh, yeah, believable reactions. More like, oh my god, this is terrible. Not only terrible tasting, but terrible idea. Anyway, honestly, I have no idea how it would taste, but that's not the point. Oh, jeez, they just set themselves up for failure, and yet it's hilarious. But these blood beads, I just can't help shaking the thought of a vampire. Let's take Dracula, the classic image of Dracula, and he gets these blood beads things, And he's like, whatever could this be? Oh, jeez. I hope somebody does a comparison of that, because this is a fresh new game, and that thing's a fresh new thing that happened. So, just, oh, bring the memes. I love it. Anyway, let's head off into our room here, which is the one I personally prefer, mostly because if we lay on our back, we can see the door. If we lay on our side, we can see the door. If we lay on this side, we can't, but clearly. Always keep the door in sight. That's what I say. I'm going to lay down here for absolutely no reason other than to look at my character. I think that's the only purpose this serves. But I will leave this here. Maybe one day, down the line, we'll be able to, or I'll be able to actually get the whole game, stream the whole thing, start to finish. Please, Bandai Namco, don't make blocked scenes. Just let me stream this, please. Anyway, so, thank you all for watching. This, of course, has been Let's Play Code Vein, the Trial Edition, with me, XelionGraves. And I will catch you in the next one, and slick my bloodthirst.